to The Wedding Winers, the podcast where love and wine go hand in hand. Whether you're planning your dream wedding or just love a good wine, we're here to uncork the best stories, advice and inspiration. Girls, welcome to Wedding Winers, another episode.
Yes.
And we've got a sponsor.
Yes. The Old Bridge has sponsored us.
Yes.
Today's podcast is sponsored by the Old Bridge Hotel in Huntingdon, and they have given us a gorgeous bottle of rosé. It's called the Trian Rosé from 2023, and she is pale, delicate.
Yes.
Oh no!
Actually, come back again.
Yeah.
This is bad.
She's fine. She's fine. She's fine.
Remember,
delicate.
me.
Delicate. Yeah, you get where I'm going with it. But yeah, should we give it a go? So what
Yeah,
we do?
cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
It's good. I don't often drink rosé these days, but it does take me back to my youth.
Rosé is my numbers drink, isn't it?
Yeah, it's magical.
Enjoy
It's nice, this, yeah.
So, if you're new to the podcast, I'm Michelle, and we're joined with Becca and Amber as well, and we will talk about all things that we hate about weddings and wedding planning. Yeah. So, this week it's Amber's turn. Amber, tell me, what do you hate?
I hate it when traditions get lost.
I need you to expand. I need you to explain. What do you mean?
I think there's so much pressure on social media at the moment for trends, doing different things, that there's so much time, effort, energy spent on doing what looks good on Instagram, what looks good on social media, but not the traditional stuff that you'd get FOMO on years down the line when you look back on your photos, but I wish we did that. What do you think? What would you say is like a real important tradition one that you think is getting lost? Give us an example. I think there's a few. I mean, speaking from a garter. No, the garter can get lost in my opinion.
Oh, do you know a funny story? Go on. I won't tell the bride. Might be listening. If she's listening, she knows. So, no, it was only no, I don't know where my garter is. I did wear one, but I have no idea where it went. But
Yeah.
So we were at a wedding last year, and the bride's walking up the aisle. We really quite near the front, and then just walking, the garter just appears from under her dress and had fallen down as she was walking. She had absolutely no idea. There's a church as well. The photographer was so good, and he was obviously taking pictures as she was walking up the aisle, and he was very swiftly just scooped that up, put it in his pocket, and then just carried on. So the bride didn't even know until they were having pictures later on. He's like, I've got something of yours. Then pulled out her garter. She was like, oh my god. Not for this bride. She
was a photographer to do that.
No, actually, he was really funny about it. It was absolutely fun. It could have been terrible, but
especially because you might look at it and think, it's a knickers. It's not, it's only a garter. No, no, sorry, Amber, I interjected. Just traditions in general, like, I think, speaking from a cake perspective, I think a lot of people think, oh, I don't want a huge traditional cake, I don't want to do a cake cutting, and then years down the line look back and be like, oh, we didn't get a huge cake, we didn't do a cake cutting, we don't have photos of it. So actually people are doing champagne towers and stuff quite a lot now, aren't they? Yeah. Do you not think that though we can start new traditions? I think that there's only so much you can do, there's only so much you can fit into a wedding day, and I think doing too much can just really overwhelm a couple. If you're thinking we've got to fit all of this stuff in, there's only so much time in your day, you don't want to waste it being like, oh, just do this, let's do this, do that. It's just too much.
With the cake thing, actually, I personally feel like the fruit cake, because you can keep it, right?
Oh, we're not on the fruit cake again.
No, I don't like that. But actually, after our wedding, we had no cake left. Everyone ate it at the wedding. There was no. I didn't have my own wedding cake, and it was a
get a
lot.
bit of my own
wedding cake. You know, in my head, I'm thinking, oh my god, if we had a fruit cake, we could have froze it like everyone does, and then ate it. Is it your first anniversary? You get it out of the freezer, or the
first child's christening.
There you go. You don't think actually that'd be sweet? Like, at the time, though, I'd have been like, oh, I don't like fruit cake, which is 100% what happened. I would have been like, oh, I love fruit cake. But actually, I think after like a year later, or 2 days after we had the baby, like, oh, it would have been nice to have a bit of cake now. That bit of cake.
I went against tradition because I actually sold my wedding dress after the wedding. I'm not a very sentimental person,
but I know a lot of people keep their dress to then use for, you're meant to use it for your baby's christening, aren't you?
You can do, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I sold mine. So I wouldn't say I'm overly traditional.
You know what though, that's actually fine. I know what you're saying, like, and I've kept mine, obviously. But
just to wear on something.
yeah. But actually, what a lot of people don't know about wedding dresses is that unless you get them cleaned and stored like properly, properly by a real professional cleaners, and even then you still run this risk that it like goes mouldy, it discolours, like the lace discolours, because obviously it's got metal zip. After like so many years, it would have been exposed to potentially having water on it or fluid on it or something like that. After so many years, it's sat in a box, it could discolour anyway. I've seen so many people that pull out their wedding dress and it's like mouldy or the lace is discoloured or like there's moths in it, anything. So actually, you know what? I'd rather have sold it, got some money, than put it out 10 years down the line and be like,
my mother-in-law actually is just about to get hers out of the loft
for the first time.
And she said she might just get it out of the box and it fall to pieces.
Yeah.
But I was like, please invite me round when you do that, because I just think it's so interesting. I'd love to see her dress. And actually now I've had a little girl, I do regret selling my dress a little bit, because I would love, not for her to wear it, because I know she probably wouldn't want to, but just, I don't know. I bet she would probably want to see it when she's grown up and stuff. Because I'm really interested to see my mother-in-law's dress and just how, like, I don't know, like times change and how styles change and stuff.
I hope my daughter, because mine was lace, really full lace, and I'm hoping that my daughter uses it, the lace for something.
Maybe a
So,
veil,
or you know the bride, the robes people wear to get ready in the morning, like get like the lace sewn around the edge of the robe or something. So it doesn't have to be the dress, but but it could, for I did get that recently, but by that point it could be discoloured, stained, mouldy, anything. So,
what's your favourite tradition then on wedding?
I love first dance, and I think so many people now are not.
People cut into the first dance.
Yeah.
Wow, that surprises me.
A lot of couples are so anxious about doing it.
Yeah.
And I remind everybody, all the people that are here are the people that you've invited. They're the people that love you and you love them dearly. You wouldn't have them here if you didn't want them to see you dance. It's 3 minutes of life.
Do you know what tradition I am glad is gone? Is that when I got married, which bear in mind was 10 years ago, all the family had to stand in a row. And then get the photo taken one at a time, and then we just called different family members in to get in this line. And honestly, those
yes, I was about to say that. Like, I remember at the time being thinking, I've been stood here for 1 hour. I mean, my husband, and people coming in and out. I remember thinking that. I remember looking back at the pictures after, thinking, oh my God, there is 100 pictures of exactly the same thing with just different people.
Yeah.
However, now 10 years down the line, and some people that are no longer with us, or like.
See, I would have much preferred a candid photo of them.
Yeah, but if it's not on the, they're never going to get a candid photo because they need a list, like the photo list. You know what I mean?
But I think you can give them a list though and say, look, I really want my granny on the shot.
Try and find a great Aunt Doris. Get that one time that we're together. Get that candid shot.
Get a candid shot of her laughing.
It's one of my favourite things to do. It's my parents' photo album. All the grandparents that are like no longer with us, and just how people change over the years. It's kind of the one place that you can see everyone together.
I guess it's actually a fine line though, because sometimes I do think, oh my God, that was such a waste of money. It's literally just a picture after picture of the same thing. Because mine was the exact same as yours, Becca. But like now I'm like, oh, actually, it's nice because some people who weren't there at the wedding who I've got pictures with are no longer here.
No, I disagree. No.
Well, you're not.
All day long. Candids all day long. I'm trying to think like what other traditions we had. There's cake. There's do you know one that I'm not so sure about actually is doing. It's going to be quite controversial because I know a lot of people that do this. But like that first when they do the reveal of the dress,
say that.
In front of the bridesmaids, but the bridesmaids have watched them have their hair and makeup done all morning, so they know what their hair and makeup looks like. But then they come out in a dress, and then
they probably go to a bridal appointment to help pick anyway.
Yeah, and then it's just that awkward 30 seconds, and everyone just going, and then but they don't even approach the bride to hug her or anything because everyone's waiting for their photo to be taken while they're stood there with their gasp. And I just so awkward. Evil bridesmaid.
I do get that, But what I do like, and I didn't get, is that first moment like with my dad.
Yeah.
Like I never had that.
I think that's lovely because Dad hasn't seen you at all, so he hasn't seen you have your hair done and makeup. He has no idea what you're going to look like, and that's his little girl. Like, I think that's really special.
The bride might not be a girl. She might not have her hair and makeup done. She might be in my dresses, and for Dad to be able to see her like that, it's just lovely. Dad could be any member of the
that's
I'm definitely
our brother. Yeah,
I am pro first look with Dad, but not with.
Yeah, and you know what else actually is about the dad as well is that, like, probably that'd be that if it's not scheduled in to have that photo of the first look, when will you really get that moment with your dad? And I remember my dad, we didn't have the first look, but I do remember him saying, like, get it well enough a bit when it was just me and him. I like chucked the bridesmaids out when we were ready to go, and he was like, I've got something I want to say to you. Do you want me to say it to you now? And I was like there, like crying. He was crying. I was like, maybe just leave it till later, Dad. Like we're already crying. We're about to like walk up the aisle.
Yeah.
But that's actually just a moment that me and him shared. And if it wasn't scheduled in, like we would have had a bit longer. When we could have not rushed that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas actually, I think having that, scheduled time of first look,
it's lovely.
Your dad, your brother, your uncle, your granddad, whoever,
your
grandma, whoever it is, actually that's your moment as a bride to like deep breath, have that quiet time before it all kicks off, because you're never going to sit there again with your dad or someone close to you because you're too busy talking to everyone else at the wedding.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you know what I mean? So we're not doing it with the bridesmaids, we'll do it with another family member who's not seen the dress and not seen you get ready.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
Absolutely.
An actual surprise for them.
An actual surprise, yeah.
The
actual surprise. That's funny.
Do you know, not a tradition, but a new thing is, when the brides, I think this is quite American, when the bridesmaids do like a performance.
Yeah.
A dance.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't cope.
That's very American though, isn't it?
It's very, honestly, if any of my best friends said to me, we're going to learn a dance routine and we're going to do it, and I'd be like, can I opt out?
Surely that's something you should be kept for like the hen party.
Yeah, hen party, absolutely,
Like,
anything goes. Ask me to do anything on the hen party and I'm game. But not on the wedding day.
Everyone listening, if you want someone to be a bridesmaid who will do a dance for you, I will do that. I will do that. I am here for it. You do. Have you ever been a bridesmaid?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, but a long time ago, once.
When were you a bridesmaid? Like years ago?
A few years ago. I got motivates me. Oh my goodness, I feel like we should do a full episode just on about hen do's. Because we're doing lots of episodes on weddings. We should do a hen do.
Okay, I've got really good ones from my hen do.
Because I feel like we've got some
incredible
hen stories.
Pop out some photos.
Yeah,
videos. I've got some videos. Oh my god, let's not start that because that's so hilarious because I've got some good stories from that.
But a hen do is another tradition that I think a lot of people are OTT on.
No, you could never go to tea on a hen do. It's an excuse to do it.
Would you, I've got a good question actually for you, would you rather have a really extra hen do, like in Ibiza or, somewhere that's going to cost quite a bit of money and have less people, or would you rather keep it local, perhaps in the UK, Skeggy? Butlins weekender, but having lots more people there.
I've done both. Not for me. I had 21 at my hen do.
Stop it.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, we are so popular.
And that was in Manchester. And then I've been to Barcelona with one of my best friends 2 years ago. Not the 21 Barcelona, there was 10 of us in Barcelona still though. And both were equally as good. I've got no, I can't
really
compare. They're both equally
Are
as
you
good.
just saying that because they might be listening?
I don't have favourites. I guess it depends on who you are, doesn't it? Like, when I had my hen, I was like 23, 24 when I had my hen party. Like, I was on stages. It was just crazy. So actually, the more people, like, the better.
Are we just getting really old? Is that why we're like...
Yes, we are. That's what it is. Yeah. So I vote, I'm going to vote.
I think I'm getting more bougie as I get older.
So what are you voting for? Less people. Less people.
I'll be for less people.
See, I would rather have a birthday abroad or a wedding abroad than the actual hen party. I would rather have everyone
you?
go with a hen.
Okay, you pick UK.
Yeah.
What about you? You can't pick both.
I think now I would pick, less and go abroad. Because my theory is if people like me enough, then more will come. It's because we've got a bit older, we've got a bit more like
There's more
independence, disposal, like, all that kind of stuff. That actually, and also because we've got kids now, like, we want to go away without them.
Yeah, that's
true.
I feel like a UK hen do can cost just as much as a
100%. 100%.
Yeah, you get an Airbnb or somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all voting for abroad.
Yeah, I would. Well, I would hope to keep in the UK, but then have a wedding or a birthday abroad.
Okay, I've got another tradition. This is controversial. Taking the last surname of the male if there's men in the relationship.
I honestly didn't realise, this is going to sound ridiculous, I didn't realise there was a choice. So I just assumed I will get married and I will take my husband's surname.
Did you know there was a choice to get married? You didn't.
Okay. My maiden name, I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but my maiden name was Bryant Chesworth. A hyphenated, double-barrelled name of... Isn't it? It is beautiful. Rebecca Ann Bryant Chesworth.
Oh my
I sound like royalty. Now, Rebecca Suckling.
Yeah.
And goes, Suckling as in the pig? Or, worse than that, I've had posts before that spells it with an F for Foxtrot.
Yes.
It's exactly what I'm thinking. I know. So, I mean, I love that, my husband's name is obviously carried on, but it's, sorry, Paul, but it is a bit of a downgrade.
See, I had a couple recently that got married, and they blended both of their names.
Blended it? Love that.
So they hyphenated. They blended it.
Oh, they one half of one name and one half of the other name. And created a brand new name.
So, let me just tell you, if we blended mine and my husband's name, come on, surname would be, God, would be Tin Man.
I kept my married name after separation, but if we double barreled it, it would have been Brown Cox.
That's hilarious. I can't see. I don't know why you didn't go down that route. The postman would love it in your house.
That's why I did barrel though.
So now, if you got married now, would you still take?
I would take their name. Yeah.
You would still.
Well, anything to come away from Cox anyway.
Yeah. No, I think I would.
Would you change it now? Would you change it further down the
But
line?
also, because I have children, that would be probably the only thing that bothers me is that I wouldn't have the same surname as my children.
Yeah, but what about if your husband took your surname and you all had the same
surname? I don't know. I'm getting confused now. I'm getting decision fatigue.
Could you?
Like, I think it's tricky, isn't it? Because I know now, I'm one of 4 siblings, and my brother had girls, so our surname is now end of the line.
That's quite sad.
So actually, oh man, if I'd have kept it, because I've got a boy, it could have really
me and one
tried to carry on.
My sisters, my other sister's married, and my younger sister, she's not married yet.
It's all gone.
The chances of her taking.
That's quite sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same for him as for my husband now as well, is that he's the last of the book. Yeah, he's the last boy with that surname, so at least he's just carried on, I suppose.
Well, let us know, guys, what are your opinions on what new traditions are we enjoying, what old ones need to be kicked to the curb, and what old ones do we actually really love and we need to hang on to?
Yeah, so we're on Instagram. It's at @the_wedding-winers. That's @the_wedding-winers, and wine is spelled WINERS. You can drop us a message, let us know what it is your traditions that you're loving. Tell us. Actually, I know. Let's do a quick poll. Tell us, hen party, big and in the UK or small and abroad.
Yeah.
Do that one. So
perfect.
Yeah, let us know. So drop us a follow on Instagram. Drop us a message. Even just let us know you're listening. That would be great on Instagram. And until next week, I'm going to see what it is we're hating next week. Cheers.
Cheers,